Hey, I'm Tony.
And I'm the Reverend Russell, and this is the Hardest Question video blog. And we are in
Year B,
Year B, Ordinary 10, Pentecost 2.
whichever.
Yeah, I
Flip a
think that's
coin.
where.
Probably most people are doing
But good
Pentecost
news
too.
is we are back in Mark.
And that is the good news,
Right.
according to Mark.
Yes.
So, I have a question for you. Have
Yeah.
you ever blasphemed the Holy Spirit?
You know, that is hard. That is a hard question.
I mean, I think when I was a pastor, and particularly a youth pastor, that this one really trips people up.
It
You mean,
does.
wait, there's
Yeah.
there's a sin that God can't forgive or won't forgive or doesn't forgive?
You know, and it's that whole thing too. It's like, don't think of a pink elephant.
Yeah, like, oh crap.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you blaspheme the Holy Spirit, it's an unpardonable sin. Damn. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Right, yeah.
Like, and then you can't unring that
No,
bell. Like,
yep. How many
it's
people?
out there.
How many people have been accidentally condemned to hell?
How many people are blaspheming the Holy Spirit right
Right
now?
now.
The 6.5 billion people in the world. I
Right.
mean, there are lots of people. So if blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, based on the text,
Yes.
seems to be when you see something that God's Spirit is doing,
Yes.
and you claim that's satanic.
Right. That's
Which it would seem like happens a lot. Like,
Yeah.
there are whole traditions of Christianity when they see other traditions speaking in tongues, they're
Right.
like, that's not the Holy
Right.
Spirit, that's Satan.
And think of all the beautiful couples that God has brought together, the Spirit of God has brought together, that people call evil, or
Right.
satanic.
Yeah.
I mean,
It just seems like it happens all the time. So you have to wonder if it's the unpardonable sin, like, really? I mean,
yeah,
I guess that would be something. I mean, that truly is the hardest question in this text: is
right.
was Jesus being hyperbolic, or was he making a doctrinal, eternal statement that there's something in the laws that
Yes.
govern the cosmos
Yes.
that God will not or cannot forgive a particular sin?
I just don't. I mean, then you just have to work backwards. So if your sin is you are condemned because what exactly does that look like?
Yeah, you go to hell, I guess.
Well, there's no hell, so where do you go?
Sheol?
Yeah, what happens? You just die?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
mean,
know.
it does raise all sorts of questions
Right, you
that
have to
are
really-
unanswerable
Right.
in some ways.
So the best advice is just don't do it, man.
Preach it or start your sermon
Yeah.
by
Blaspheming
blaspheming the Holy Spirit and
Yeah.
then seeing
Yeah.
how
what-
your people respond.
Yeah. I don't know what it means.
It's a tough one. It is the hardest question. So if you've got a line on this,
Yeah.
do us a favor.
Or let us know.
Let us know at thehardestquestion.org.
But also, too, one thing I think it's always great to do, and we always, the hardest question, want to encourage this, know that if you don't talk about that part of the text and it's read, everybody is going to be sitting in that pew thinking about it.
Yeah,
So you might
that's
as well
right.
address it.
You might as well talk about it
Yeah.
because they're going to ask you in the narthex
Right.
afterwards.